repeated denials, a dozen sensitive documents have now been discovered in Mike Pence's Indiana home. "He's an innocent man, leave him alone," Trump exclaims as he rushes to his VP's rescue. Despite Mike Pence's repeated assertions that he had such information, about a dozen secret documents have been discovered in his Indiana residence. The information was found by Pence's attorney last week during a search that was ordered by Pence. It was handed over right away to the FBI. The Justice Department and FBI are looking into the matter. Additionally, the National Archives has been notified. As special counsels look into occurrences similar to this one involving Joe Biden and Donald Trump, it is the third time that sensitive materials have been discovered on the private residence of a recent president or vice president. As President Biden's personal situation deepens and more sensitive materials are discovered in his hands, the shocking finding was made public. Biden's possession of the documents has drawn harsh criticism from Republicans, and the House Oversight Committee has opened an investigation. Trump defended his former vice president on the matter after becoming enraged that Pence didn't support his efforts to have the 2020 presidential election results overturned. Mike Pence is a blameless individual. Never in his life did he intentionally do anything dishonest. He said on Tuesday on his Truth Social site, "Leave him alone." It's unknown what materials Pence received or whether the revelation that he possessed sensitive information will deter the House GOP from relentlessly attacking Biden over it. The head of the House Oversight Committee, Republican James Comer of Kentucky, claimed that Pence made contact and offered to assist with any inquiries. Former Vice President Mike Pence contacted me today regarding sensitive documents discovered at his Indiana residence. In a statement, he said, he has pledged to fully comply with congressional oversight and any inquiries we have regarding the situation. He continued, Biden White House personnel continue to hide facts from Congress and the American public. Former Vice President Pence's candor stands in stark contrast. The White House declined to comment on whether Pence's findings warranted an investigation by a special prosecutor. Speaking on Tuesday, Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre stated, "That's up to the Department of Justice to determine." Pence frequently said he didn't have any secret material in his possession before the documents were found in his Carmel, Indiana, home. Pence claimed to have left office with no secret material when he addressed the AP in August. When specifically asked if he had saved any such data, he said, "No, not to my knowledge." Out of an abundance of caution, Pence ordered his attorney Greg Jacob to conduct the search, and the lawyer searched through 4 boxes kept at Pence's residence last week and discovered a limited number of papers marked classified. The material's existence was initially revealed by CNN. Pence wasn't aware he had the document, according to the attorney. Jacob notified the National Archives right away, and they in turn informed the Justice Department. There appear to be a small number of papers carrying classified markings that were accidentally packaged and carried to the personal home of the former vice president at the close of the last administration, Pence's attorney wrote in a letter to the archives. Vice President Pence was not aware that any sensitive or secret documents were kept at his home. The Vice President is ready and eager to collaborate completely with the National Archives and any necessary inquiry because he understands the high importance of protecting sensitive and classified material, the official said. He claimed that Pence locked the documents in a safe right away. Later, FBI officers went to Pence's house to collect the papers. Pence sent the archives 4 boxes overall, divided between his personal papers from his service as vice president and documents with classified markings. According to Pence's attorney, the archives agreed to search the boxes and return the personal items. The boxes were initially delivered to the Pence's Virginia residence, and after they moved to Indiana, they were delivered to the Indiana site. Although Pence's office in Washington, D.C., was also searched, no classified materials were found there. In May 2021, Pence and Karen Pence paid $1.93 million for the house. According to the Realtor.com ad for the home, the picturesque 10,300 square foot residence includes 7 bedrooms, 7.5 bathrooms, and an in-ground pool. It also stands on a 5-acre lot. A cinema room, a wonderful homemade bar, a second, sizable sitting area, and a space for a pool table are all found on the basement floor of the property. The home's gym area is located on the bottom level, and a full bathroom is just next to it. Photos of the house, which the website claims was constructed in 2008, also reveal that it includes 4 garages and a stone fireplace on the main floor. The acquisition happened soon after Pence inked a $3 to $4 million publishing deal with Simon & Schuster in early April to write 2 novels. Questions about the government's handling of confidential material and the departure of administration officials after a president end up being raised by the discovery of classified material. According to Florida Republican Representative Michael Waltz, the transition process is flawed. However, he continued, "I believe the distinction with Biden here is just how long this goes back." In addition, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, a Republican, said in an interview with Fox that when it comes down to it, maybe we are overclassifying things, that may be part of the problem. But you can count on me to remedy this. Regarding the handling of the Biden case versus the sensitive information in Trump's hands, Pence and numerous other Republicans had charged the Justice Department with using a different standard. Pence has previously denied possessing any sensitive information on him. When asked if he took any secret documents with him when he left the Trump administration, he said, "I did not," to ABC News in November. This happened just after FBI investigators raided Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in search of sensitive information from his administration. At the time, Pence remarked, "Well, there'd be no purpose to have confidential information, particularly if they were in an unsecured area. But I'll also admit that, in my opinion, there had to be a lot more effective methods to deal with that problem than carrying out a search warrant at the home of a former U.S. president." Following his criticism of President Biden for possessing secret information, documents found in Pence's hands have come to light. Pence referred to it as troubling and charged that government organizations handled Biden's predicament and Trump's possession of sensitive documents differently. He claimed a few weeks ago on Howard Hewitt that the FBI's raid on Trump's house was a major overreach. He compared the treatment of Trump and Biden, saying, "But having now created that standard and now abandoning that standard when the current President of the United States is found to have had sensitive materials in his possession after leaving office, I have no words right now." Materials from Trump had been requested by the National Archives. At the conclusion of their terms, all presidents deliver the paperwork to the federal government. Trump ultimately delivered 15 boxes. Assuming that Trump hadn't turned over everything, the archives discovered classified material in them and contacted the Justice Department, which eventually obtained a federal search warrant to search the property. Trump was ultimately discovered to be in possession of hundreds of documents that were classified. 5 classified materials in Biden's possession have been found in total, at the Penn Biden Center, a think tank in Washington, D.C., in his garage at his Wilmington, Delaware home, 1 document found in his personal library there, 4 additional documents found in his home, and then another 6 discovered when the Justice Department conducted another search of his Wilmington home. When his attorneys discovered his papers, Biden turned them up and freely allowed the FBI access to his Wilmington, Delaware residence to look for more. After searching the house for 13 hours on Friday, those agents discovered 6 additional top-secret documents. In the end, a special counsel was appointed by Attorney General Merrick Garland to investigate both Trump and Biden. Pence explained to Fox Business earlier this month how sensitive information was handled when he was vice president. At the vice president's home, "I was given a presidential daily brief early in the morning," he claimed. "I'd get up early. I would enter the safe where my military assistant would store those top-secret documents. I would take them out and read them. I would be given a presentation about them, and, frankly, most of the time, simply put, I would put them back in the file where I'd received them. They frequently went into a burn bag, which my military assistant would put together before destroying the classified materials. The same is true of materials that I would receive at the White House. As a former Vice President of the United States, I can speak firsthand about the need of paying attention to such materials both during and after your tenure in office." He said, "The management of classified materials and the nation's secret is a very serious subject, and it is evident that did not occur in this instance.